everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the top 10 loadouts you can be using right now in Call of Duty Warzone. We do have the Terminator event that just started as well, and we'll have a new attachment for the AEK marksman rifle. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss out on our video covering that. We've got some pretty fun loadouts for you today, including some bonus loadouts that are kind of bugged right now that you may not have seen yet. Let's get you these loadouts. All right, for this first loadout, we're going to give you a few extra SMG options today, and these are going to be from Modern Warfare 3. First off, we have the Striker. Striker is very solid right now, very competitive, and the FJX Horus. These are very solid options. Don't run these together. These are to include with like a primary or something like that. These are not to run on their own. You can probably run the Striker or something with like a sniper, but the FJX Horus, you're going to want to run with one of the AR options or longer range options that we have for you. For the FJX Horus, I like the Sin 9 long barrel, the Chimera Rhine 03 vertical grip. I like the 60 round drum, the Scarlet laser here, and the high grain rounds. We'll show this two here in the firing range, but this thing has a very solid TTK and is very competitive as well. For the Striker, I like the Shadow Strike suppressor. It does not matter what suppressor you put on here unless it's something like the Zeman 35 or something like that, where all of these do bullet velocity and damage range buffs. So that's kind of why we're going with those. Then I like the Striker Recon long barrel, the XRK Edge hand stop underbarrel, the 48 round mag, and the high grain rounds here. This thing is definitely competitive when it comes to the damage. Man, Striker is definitely very solid, man. Had a lot of comments this week say to try it, and man, they are not wrong. These are a very solid option. Next up, we have a bug on the TAC Evolver. If you guys remember the grip on this Evolver, or the TAC Evolver, or the Eradicator can also be used on. It had the grip on here where you had it in TAC stance, but you moved just as fast as you basically are running while you're shooting, and there's like zero recoil on it. Well, the season 2 update basically reverted that, and they had nerfed it before, and now it's kind of back, and we'll show that to you here right now. And then of course, I'm running this with the PP919. PP919 is still a very solid option. We did have a nerf to the Jackal again, and then another buff to KSV. So KSV we're gonna give you here in a bit. And we had another buff to the XM4, which I think did it in a little bit, but you know, we'll see. But the PP919, very solid option here as well. So for this TAC Evolver, we're rocking the VT7 Spiritfire L suppressor. I like the Eviction 76 heavy barrel here, the FSS combat grip, the Razorhawk laser light, and that bugged underbarrel is the Bracefire HC grip. We'll kind of show you how this works. So when you ADS, it's gonna show like this. It'll show up like this, but you'll be able to kind of walk around not as fast as it used to, but so they nerfed it and then they nerfed it again. Looks like this took a step back as far as like, this is how you normally run, right? You were able to move just as fast at one point, but now you're able to move a little bit faster, but while you're firing, and it's during, can't see my laser inside the firing range for some reason. Firing range is always so bugged out, man. But yeah, you can sit here and while you're firing, you're moving like this. This is exactly how you're moving. I mean, look at this. Like, that's just, you're walking. That's walking speed. It's so good. It's so much fun to run. They're probably reverted again, so use it while you can, but definitely troll your enemies with this. For that PP919, I'm rocking the compensator muzzle, long barrel for sure, the CQB grip, the balanced stock, and the overpressured rounds. Like I said, PP919 still easily a good option. Love the PP919, no problems with it at all. Just so insanely good. I don't think it's probably top 5, but definitely top 10, obviously. All right, for this next set of loadouts, we got the GPR 91. I still see a lot of people ask me about the GPR and why I didn't really include it in my top 5. It's not in the top 5 for me. It's not in the top 5, but it is in the top 10 when it comes to longer range options. GPR is still very solid. And this WSP 9 for the Modern Warfare 3 is still really good also. The GPR 9, we're rocking the Kepler Microflex, ported compensator muzzle, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, and extended mag. This thing is still very good to run. I got no problems with it. I've been liking the Kepler Microflex on smaller map. It just feels like it has a little less recoil, in my opinion. I don't know. Then for the WSP9, we're rocking the T5 1R billeted break S muzzle. That's a mouthful. That's what she said. His short light barrel, the XRK Edge hand stop underbarrel, 50 round mag, and the high grain rounds here. This thing is still pretty insane option. Still shoots really solid. Up close, very competitive TTK up close. Very competitive up close. 10 meters and below. Even at 15's not bad. 10 meters to 5 meters, chef's kiss. For the next set of loadouts, we're rocking the Goblin MK2. This thing absolutely rips. And then we're rocking the Grekova pistol. For the Goblin, we're rocking the Willis 3x scope, compensator muzzle, long barrel here, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2. I like the commando grip here for a little faster ADS and rate of fire, heavy stock, flinch resistance, and the rapid fire. Not a bad option at all if you're a single fire fan. Kind of reminds me of the OG DMR if I could just hit my shots. But man, I mean, like, it's not a bad option at all. I mean, that's 100 meters over there, so it's a very annoying weapon. I'll put it that way. I'm rocking the Grekova pistol. The Grekova is a very solid option as well. I'm rocking the suppressor on this, long barrel, extended mag 2. If you're running a 8 attachment build like we are with the MK2, I think Grekova is going to be a very solid option for you. Weighted stock and the recoil springs for a little more recoil control. This kind of, there's very little recoil on it, man. TTK is not terrible. Like I said, you can't ever see your laser inside the firing range, which makes no sense to me. But very, very solid option. That weighted stock kind of bugs it. I didn't have a laser on here, but the weighted stock kind of bugs it where it doesn't actually, you don't actually ADS all the way as well. I don't know if it's a bug or if that's intended, but very weird. Next up, we have the XMG. This is, I think, by far the best big map option for very longer ranges because there's very little recoil. It's a big mag, and then you have the best option when it comes to SMGs, I think, for big map as well, which is the PPSH. Love these two things together. XMG, we're rocking the Ortero red dot, whatever sight makes you comfortable. It does not matter there. Compensator muzzle, long barrel here, vertical foregrip, and buffer weight stock. This thing is an absolute laser beam. You're sitting pretty if you're using this thing. Like I said, very little recoil. I love this weapon, man. This weapon's so much fun to run. Such a huge mag too. Fire for days. For this PPSH, we're rocking the compensator muzzle, the long barrel here, the vertical foregrip, the extended mag 2, and the balance stock. This thing's so much fun to run, man. Just fire rate on it so quick. It can get out of hand pretty quick. So out at that range, you're probably not, I wouldn't use it quite at 25 meters if that's what you're trying to use it for. 15's fine. I really like it right there at 10. The next set of loadouts, we're rocking the AK-74. This is the #1 AR option as far as TK is concerned. It does take a little bit more skill to use, but the KSV too. KSV is so good. AK-74, I like the Kepler Microflex. Jason Armory 2x scope is good too. Compensator muzzle here, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, and extended mag 2. I don't think this is a very good option when it comes to big map, if that's what you're playing, but for something like Rebirth, you're sitting real pretty. You shouldn't have any kind of problem here. 9 bullets, they're done. KSV, compensator muzzle, long barrel here, extended mag 2, CQB grip, and the balance stock. This thing is nutty. KSV is so good. Just very little recoil too. Fast TTK. This thing just got a buff as well. Like I said, they just buffed this again, so definitely a solid option. Next up, the XM4 is still viable. Not the greatest for longer ranges. Like I said, I think it falls out of my top 5 in my opinion, but people are still going to use it. I think it's still viable, but it's definitely not as good as it used to be. But the SOG, however, the SOG SMG is one of my favorite options to run, especially when it comes to close quarters combat. I love the SOG. For the optic for this XM4, we're rocking the Kepler Microflex. I like the reinforced barrel here, the vertical foregrip, and the mag 3, and the buffer weight stock. We're not running a muzzle on here. That buffer weight stock takes care of literally everything. But yeah, I like the XM4 quite a bit, and it's obviously still very good. I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna lie. I've grown weary of the XM4. For that SOG SMG, I like the ported compensator here. Reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, and a mag 2 most likely, and the CQB grip. I think it's just a very solid option. Very little recoil, very easy to control recoil. But man, I mean, compared to those, what we just did, I like it a lot. I think KSV is probably a little bit better as far as TTK is concerned and things like that, but man, I do love it. Next up, we have the Cypher 91, the new AR, very good, and the Compact 92, another very good option for you. Mix and match any of these guys, they're all good. For the Cypher 91, again, Kepler Microflex, whatever sight makes you comfortable. Compensator muzzle here, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip. We're gonna go with the extended mag 2 or extended mag 1, either one you want. But man, the Cypher, just very little recoil. It's really hard. Second best TTK option, I feel like, for smaller maps. It's just good. I love the Cypher. For the Compact 92, I like the integrated suppressed barrel here, the Ranger foregrip, extended mag 3, TQB grip, and the overpressured round. Show this to you in the firing range. TTK on this is insane. It's a little harder to control, but so I wouldn't probably wouldn't use it right there at 15. It's just kind of a little more difficult to control. 10 meters though, and 5 meters, very good. Next, this might be my favorite AR to run just for fun. The Ames 85 is awesome. I absolutely love it. I've been loving it. So in my opinion, it's a very solid option. WSP Swarm, another great option if you are a fan of the MW3 SMGs, a very good option. And for this WSP Swarm, we're going to give you an akimbo option today, and it's a good one too. So for this Ames 85, we're going to rock the Kepler Microflex again. I like the compensator muzzle here, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, and extended mag 2. Very simple build, just like we built all the others. This feels like more like the Krig 6 does than the Krig C. I love the Ames. I love the Ames 85. Then for that WSP Swarm, we're rocking the Endless Compensator, the Reckless 90 long barrel, WSP Liberator integrated foregrip, 100 round drum, point G3P 04 optic. And right now, this has a glitch where you can run both of them without the akimbo stock on there. Explain that. This is bugged out if you choose a WSP Swarm. Let's see what blueprint I have on here just to make sure. WSP Sweet Siren blueprint has the akimbo stock already on there. And as long as you choose something that has the akimbo stock on there, you can remove the akimbo stock, add whatever attachments you want, and it'll automatically be akimbo. Like, what? And yeah, that's a problem. Then for the #1 overall loadout for pretty much anything you're doing is the Model L, which got buffed twice, and then the C9, which got buffed at the beginning of the update, which has pretty much taken over as the top option that everybody seems to be using. But Model L, we're going Jason Armory 2x scope or whatever sight makes you comfortable, compensator muzzle, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2. Again, simple build, definitely not hard to control the recoil on this, but my goodness. The bullet velocity and TTK on this is just too good. Then for the C9, I like the compensator muzzle, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 1 or 2, and the CQB grip. Just absolutely insane. Very easy to control when it comes to the recoil, and just can't miss with this. C9's so good. Thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed this style of video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that noti bell. Let me know what you think about the Terminator event. I'm probably pretty certain it's going to be boring because you're just collecting things again to redeem them. And that's it, collecting them out of the chest. But let me know what you think. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the noti bell. If you miss a video like this or like one of these, we'll see you in the next one.